Right guys, same as usual. I won't film the whole day driving down the motorway. I'll try and film some of the more manoeuvry parts, although today I don't know how much I'll be able to film. I'm doing a B&Q run today. Just checked over the trailer, got myself hooked up. I'm not going too far first drop, I'm only into Cardiff Gate, so about 25 minutes away. So I'll dive on in there, get unloaded. After that I've got to go somewhere else to get reloaded with the same trailer. I've not been there before, but I don't know if I'll be able to film there, so we'll have to just see when we get there. And then after that I'm back here to go to Newport. I don't know whether that's another B&Q run or not, but staying in South Wales today. Should be nice, but it doesn't necessarily mean a short day. Just because I'm staying in South Wales doesn't mean it's going to be a short one. Could be who knows what we're going to have down the road. I don't know how fast they are unloading, I don't know how fast they are loading. But anyway, whatever happens, I'll take you along, I'll show you guys if there's anything worth seeing, anything exciting worth seeing. Either way, yeah, you'll notice it's really dark. It's 6:15 at the moment. Started my shift at just before 5 o'clock. I said it takes you a while going around doing all the checks, making sure the trailer's strapped down properly and you've done all the safety straps and all that. This double decker curtain sided trailer, so as much as it's a bit more manual labour when it comes to getting down there, I've got to unhook the side of the trailer and stuff. Rather than unloading the trailer myself, it's going to be unloaded by forklift when I'm there, so there we go. I'm in this bloody high. Remember the lorry I was in when I broke down? When I had the blowout and then it broke down? I'm in our lorry again today. All the bloody lights are flashing at me. It's an absolute bloody nail of a lorry. But there we go, let's hope it'll be alright today. I'm only in Cardiff, so staying local. So, we'll see how she goes. I'll get you looking back out the front when we get to more of the exciting roads rather than the motorway, although there's not much of it today. So, let's see how today goes. There we go guys, it's a good example of why you should always ask questions if you're unsure. Just go down to B&Q, guys down here at Sound. It's getting ready to unload, asked them whether they want the front or the back unloaded. And they were like, oh, undo the back, we'll chuck the rubbish on as we're going. I was like, yeah, no worries. As I'm doing it, I'm thinking, hold on, I'm off to this next place for a pickup. So I thought, let me phone back to the yard first, boys, and let me find out if I'm picking any waste up or not. They were like, yeah, no worries. Phone back to the yard. I was like, look, if I'm going somewhere else, should I be empty when I get there? Oh, that's a good question, Tone. Hang on, we'll phone them. So I'm unstrapping all the back, wait for my phone to ring back. They called me back, oh yeah, no, don't pick up any waste. You got to be completely empty. You're picking up a full load up in Bridgend. So alright, cheers. I had to stop the guys there. Look boys, sorry, you're not putting anything on. They were like, yeah, they were sound down here, they don't mind, you know, there's another delivery coming this afternoon. But if I hadn't asked, we would have put bloody, you know, a full double-decker lorry full of bloody recycling and waste back on. And I wouldn't be able to do my next pickup, so always ask, you know. If you, any doubts, phone back and suss it out. So yeah, so I've saved us all a fair bit of work there. But yeah, next stop after this Bridgend, then back to Mega, then to pick up my next drop in Newport, whatever that may be. So yeah, always ask questions just in case, because that could have been a right bloody waste of time otherwise. Right, there's that first drop done to B&Q. So now I'm going to head out of here and we're going to go down to Bridgend for this next pickup. They told me to phone up to get a reference number before I get there, but I phoned up and I haven't got a number anyway, so get on down there and see if I can sort it out with the people who are in there. So yeah, back on the road again. Guys, drop done. That wasn't too bad actually. The guy on the forklift was like lightning though, so I was trying to keep pace with him, like to make sure I was out of his way nice and quick. But not good as gold. I didn't have to do the reverse manoeuvre into the yard. He's like, oh, we can load on the road, so was all lined up, ready to do a open side reverse, driver's side reverse, but he was like, nah, just get it across the entrance bit. So job done. Good as gold, nice, quick, safe, job done. Yeah, it's cool being down here. I learned to do my I did my HGV test with the guy who was based down here. Well, my lessons, like, you just across the industrial estate. If you go right by here, I'm going left, but if you go right by here, it'll take you round to where he's based. Bridgend driver training. Awesome he was, he's brilliant. I'm going to be booking back in with him soon. I say soon, when I get a few quid in the bank. You know what January, February's like. When I get a few quid in the bank, I'm going to go in there and do my my add-ons, like my you know, like the dangerous goods, the for carrying the petrols and the car transport, stuff like that. They do all that, and I'm also going to be redoing my CPC when it comes, so I'll be doing that with them as well. They're good as gold, really cool guys. Really cool guys. So yeah, so it was mad being back down here, because I haven't been down here since literally when I was doing my test. So yeah, it's really cool. Now let me think, right, yeah, if I go right by here, I get back onto the, yes. Oh, this, you can hear the indicator going quick. It's doing my head in, that is. I've looked around and I've checked. I can't see which indicator's out. And then I'll drive down the road and it'll stop doing it. No saying license plate faulty. Honestly, these Mercedes, as much as they got the power and they're good trucks, they got their share of bloody issues and hiccups, I'm telling you. So anyway, not going to ramble. I'm going to get out of here now. Back down to Mega. I'm going to drop this trailer off, and I think I've got another one down to Newport. I don't know whether it's going to be another B&Q or not, but I'll find out when I get there. I've had my 15-minute break. I've got loads of time before I need another break, but I might take one anyway, because I was flat out that whole time then unloading there. He was loading on the road, he's loading the front first, so I had to get the curtains ready, then he went around the other side to load the other side level with weight. So, you know, I was trying to stay on the ball and running around, but also make sure everything was strapped in nice and tight and as it should be. But yeah, no, he was like lightning on that forklift. You can tell he does that a lot. But no, he did it really good, really safe. He wasn't rushing me at all. It's one of those weird times, because it's pretty chilly this morning. It's one of those weird times where you're freezing cold, you feel the cold air blowing on you, but you're boiling up from where you're rushing around, so one air funny ones. So anyway, there's enough of me talking. I'll film this coming out of Bridgend, then we're back onto the motorway for a bit, and then like I say, we'll see what we got when we get back to Mega. Who knows? I'm half expecting it to be a Wilco run. If it is a B&Q, it means a fair few extra hours, but I don't know if it is a big B&Q up in Newport. I expect that it is. Newport's, you know, Newport is a city after all. So we'll have to just see how it goes. So I'll let the time lapse run for a little bit, so you can see some of this beautiful country, even if it is overcast. You know, I get a couple of glimpses of a couple of mountains. Yeah, I've got to drive past my exit now for when I'll be going home. And I'd say it's about 40 miles I would have thought now. Something like Santa. Yeah, 39 miles now back to the depot. So it's mostly motorway. So I'll leave it at that. So yeah, again, thanks again. Thanks for anyone who's watching. I like reading the comments. It's good to see people are enjoying it. And we're creeping up close to 400 subscribers now. Nearly 400 of us coming along on these runs. That's a lot of people in one lorry. So yeah, so no, I really appreciate you all watching and stuff, and if you haven't subscribed, if you'd like to, that'd be brilliant. And that's all I'm saying. So, onwards. Once the light goes red. Okay guys, here we go again. I came back, had my half-hour break. I picked up my next load now, and it's another B&Q, so a few more hours before I head home yet. But there's one I haven't been to before. Obviously I'm thinking mainly the B&Qs. This was down in Newport, so probably going to be very similar yards to what we usually have. Drive into the yard, get the curtains open. So a little bit more manual labour for me today. And then hopefully we'll be done. Right guys, I forgot to film the way in, my bad, my mistake. But the yard's the same as all the other B&Q yards, a bit bigger this one, oh, plenty of room to get in. Just unstrapped all the sides now. It's what is in my head. The guy there was saying that you got the old ratchet strap, there's curtains inside. Big long wire going down to keep it all locked up. The guy was saying it's 112 straps. 112 ratchet straps every time. So no wonder I'm fed up of bloody doing them. It's the third time today I've had them unhooked and re-hooked. No, fourth. So I unhooked them, then I re-hooked them, then I unhooked them down reflex. Now I've unhooked them again on this new trailer. I got a bit of a sweat on. So he's going to unload me now, and then I'm going to have to re-hook them all up again. Even if you're not loaded, you've got to re-hook the curtains back in place. On the inside, you've got your main outside curtain, you've got load bearing curtains inside. So he's going to chuck on a bit of recycling, not too much. But yeah, there must have been breakdown in communications today, because this morning when I went down to Cardiff Gate, they were getting ready to load me up with rubbish until I asked, and they said no, don't put the rubbish on. And as I pulled up then, this guy, he's sound, he wasn't in the mood or nothing. He was like, oh, you got caught up down Cardiff Gate, did you? I said, no, I said it went quite good. He said, oh, he phoned me this morning, he phoned me about 9 o'clock and said you were directly on your way there. I was like, no. I said, straight after that, I had to go to Ready Bridge End and get reloaded. He's like, oh, I said, I've been looking at the gate all morning. I mean, I've only just opened up for him now. What's the time? 20 past 1? So he's been looking at the door thinking at 10:30 I'm going to pull up so he can unload me. I was like, no. I said, by the time I got back from Bridge End, I had to go on a half-hour break. Then I got my new run. Then I had to check the load and strap it then. So a bit of a communication breakdown today, I think. But it's okay once this is done now. Strap it back up again, and then it'll be back to the yard, and then that is me for today, I think. Even in the yard, they're going, oh, it's strange to do 3 runs in a day. It's always bloody me, innit? It's always me. But no, honestly, I don't mind. I really don't mind. My hands are feeling well sore. My gloves are ruined. What was the state of these gloves? These were red. Look at them. I would take them home and set fire to them, but they'll burn for weeks, I reckon. So yeah, it's a new pair of gloves needed. They're the ones I use for when you're doing the kingpins and the clip, like I say, because these are the rubber type. Only cheap. And I say they're not great if you need to be really thingy with your fingers, like. But because they're like that waxy plastic, when you're doing like, especially when you go underneath and do the kingpin and the clip, you're right under where the like the dog pin clips, and it's greased up. And it can be really nasty under there where some of the drivers just mop their hands on it, so that can be really bogging. So you don't want to use the same gloves there that you use for when you're unloading stuff in the shop. When I unload in the shop, when I'm doing the cages, I've got these gloves, which are much lighter in weight, much grippier. If you're doing, if you're loading up your trailer and checking the, checking out the trailer and hooking it up, doing your brakes, legs, all that sort of stuff with them, once they get wet, they're horrible, and you're working in soaking wet gloves all day. So I use those plasticky type ones to, because they won't get wet. The only problem is you sweat inside and they stink. Honestly, got my hands. But they're good gloves, so that's what I'd recommend. You get a couple of good pairs of gloves. I'm going to have to change them once they're really bogging. But see, the trailer I've just picked up, it's called a TIR cable, and where you've got all the curtains strapped on the side, to secure it, you put this cable through the ratchet straps, and the ratchet straps come down as a hole. So this cable goes through every fourth one, so you tie it off and you get a serial number on the back. So if anyone opens it up, they've got to take this wire out before you can open the curtains. And obviously the driver who had this trailer before must have had his head up his ass, because he tied it all up in knots and twisted it up. And you can do it where you don't put that cable. I prefer to use the cable, but they do give you these plastic ties to tie in the corners. But the thing is, then when I'm putting back into security, I'm telling them, I mean, there's a 6, 7, 8 digit number on there, and each one's different. So when I pull back into security, then when I go back in the yard, he says, oh, what's the seal number? I've got to tell him all 4 different seal numbers from each corner, because they're all bloody different. So I prefer to use that TIR code and just get the one serial number then. The security guard's sound, he does his job properly though, so he needs to know the codes. So if you just say, oh, I've just used the cable, it's only one code to remember, 5 digits. So yeah. So there we go. Like I said, I would strap you up and take you out there and have a look, but I'm concentrating on making sure I get it right and stuff, because there's a few opportunities with all these ratchet straps and these cables and stuff. There's a few opportunities to kind of crush and jam your fingers and stuff, so I'd rather wait until I'm really good with it and really sound, and it's not so much of a rush, because this guy's, like I say, he's been waiting for me for 3 hours, because he was told I was literally around the corner. So yeah, so I'm going to wait for this guy to unload now, pull the curtains back towards the back so he can unload the front half, and then he will chuck the rubbish back on. I'll strap it back down and then head back up to Mega. I'm only 20 minutes away from Mega, but I can't go straight up. So you go up the old docks road. This trailer, for some reason, I don't think there's a low bridge. I'm pretty sure there's not a low bridge there, but that route isn't okay, which is weird because it's the docks road. So I'm going to have to go back and join the M4, and that'll probably be about 2 or 3 o'clock then, so I'll probably just join the traffic, because the M4 is a nightmare by us. So just another little update. I'll try and film on my way back out, but again, it's pretty boring really. You don't get to see much of Newport or anything if you wanted to see it. I literally pull back out, I'm on the A48 for 2 miles, I'm on the M4 and I'm back into Mega. So I don't think it's any worth me filming this, so this may as well be my outro. And again, I'll say thanks for watching. I'm going to write down a little bit of information. So a while ago I said, if you'd like to have a video about sort of how umbrella agencies and stuff like that work, or umbrella companies work. And so I'm going to write down a little bit of information about that so I don't say anything wrong. And I'll do a little video on about, what you can expect to earn, what you can expect to go out of your bank. And not out your bank, out your pay slip and stuff like that. So I noticed a different one again the other day when I was looking at my pay slip. Apprenticeship levy. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So I'm paying that as well. So there's a few things that come out, there is a few things that come out of your wages. So I'll do a little video on that. I'll write down all the information. I'll try and do a sort of 10-minute video talking about how much you can expect to earn, what you can expect the agencies to take off you fees wise, stuff like that. Every agency's different, but I'll get the information first, then I'll do that. So I'm going to stop talking now. I'll leave it at that. Say thanks again for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'm back in again. I'm not in tomorrow. Back in on Thursday, and I'll bring you along for that as well, and we'll see where we're going. See if there's somewhere really nice. Either way, I'll take you along. See if there's any manoeuvres or whatever it may be. No more, like it'll be a bloody B&Q again. It'll be another 115 or 112 straps, whatever I said it was. But there we go. So thanks for watching. You all take care, and I'll see you in a couple of days on another one. Cheers, guys.